We begin this week on board the International Space Station, where cosmonaut Anton Shkaplerov handed command of the ISS to astronaut Thomas Marshburn. Shkaplerov acknowledged political tensions on Earth while praising unity in space. Marshburn returned pleasantries.
And Anton, it's an honor and a privilege to accept command of the International Space Station and continuing the international partnership and that legacy in spaceflight.
The ceremony signaled the change from Expedition 66 to Expedition 67, the newest mission of the ISS, which started upon this undocking of a Soyuz spacecraft. On board were Shkaplerov, fellow cosmonaut Pyotr Dubrov, and NASA's Mark Vande Hei, who spent a record 355 days on the ISS. The trio landed safely in Kazakhstan despite strong winds blowing the capsule on its side. SpaceX is scheduled to deliver their replacements in about 3 weeks. The Expedition 66 crew returned to Earth amid heightened tensions between Western powers and Russia over Moscow's ongoing war on Ukraine. In other news, astronomers spotted the farthest star yet, courtesy of the Hubble Space Telescope. They nicknamed it Earendel, which means morning star in Old English.
We have been working under the assumption that the light we're seeing is just from one massive star. And with that assumption, it works out that it would have to be at least 50 times the mass of the sun. So it's a really big, really massive star.
Astronomers made the discovery using a technique called gravitational lensing, where galaxies closer to us work as a lens to magnify smaller objects in the background. Researchers say Earendel formed nearly 13 billion years ago, roughly 900 million years after the Big Bang that formed our universe. A star named Icarus previously held the record for the oldest one discovered, having formed nearly 9.5 billion years ago. Finally this week, a 4-year-old Israeli startup named BrainSpace will send to space a helmet that measures brain activity.
This system does not depend on any technician, does not require any preparation or any special process to wear it. Just click on a button and it's done, and you can start measuring brain activity.
The company plans to compare data of brain activity on Earth with that in space. BrainSpace's helmet is set to board a SpaceX and Axiom spaceflight next week on the first ever all-private trip to the ISS, where 3 of the 4 space travelers will wear it. Arash, Arabasadi, VOA News.